My name is Claire and I have a food blog called The Little London Foodie, which is my side job. My full-time job is doing a social media and advertising agency, so I have a lot of time to spend on Instagram, and I've been doing it for about 6 years now. When I was 14, my parents moved me from England to Australia for my dad's job, hence the little accent that I have, and I was there for 11 years, and after that, I just decided that London was the place for me, and I moved back on my own, and now I have this food blog which has just gone to a level which I never thought it would. So I've always had a huge appetite, always been a big lover of food. Whenever we were at home, my mum would always give me double on my plate because she knew that that was how much I would eat. I would always go out for seconds. I've just always loved to eat, so I guess it was kind of natural for me to go into food blogging. I've also had a love for social media my whole life as well. So I started this as, I guess, a way to keep track of what I was eating. So I used it as kind of a food diary, and it was a cookery blog at first. So it wasn't a restaurant review blog, but I would get home from work, cook my dinner up, post a terrible picture of this dinner on my Instagram, and that was how I started it. And it started to get a little bit of interest. So I started to work on my photography a little bit, and then the more I got into it, the more I was also going out to eat at different restaurants, and I started to take pictures at restaurants as well. Then I made the decision to turn vegetarian, which took my blog in a slightly different direction. Maybe a couple of years ago now, I decided to go vegan, and that lasted maybe a good 8 months, but I think I just stopped doing it because no one around me was doing it. There weren't so many options at restaurants in London. It felt a little bit difficult to maintain and time consuming. So I stopped being vegan and went back to vegetarianism for maybe a year and a half. And then recently, actually very recently, maybe 4 weeks ago, I decided I was going to take the plunge again. I've been getting more into vegan food, and the choice in restaurants now is just phenomenal. And to be honest, when you're at home, there's so many things you can make now, and it's so easy. And I felt like that convenience was what pushed me to go back to being vegan. The food blogging itself, after I was taking pictures of my cooking and a little bit of restaurant stuff, I sort of decided to move on to just restaurant reviews. And this was around the same time as I went vegetarian. I just totally cut out all the meat from my page and just went in a totally new direction. And I started to notice a bit more engagement when I did that, and people, I think it's more of a niche thing. So on Instagram, there's quite a big veggie and vegan community, and it just kind of took off. And then that sort of developed, and I've sort of, now I think of my page as like a way to help people find places to eat in London. And I think in the vegan and vegetarian world, that's a big thing because people still don't really know what options they have available to them. Since I've been posting a lot of food, vegan food, I've actually had a lot of questions about different aspects of the vegan lifestyle. So vegan makeup brands and things like probiotics and supplements that I just didn't know anything about before, and it's kind of forced me to do some research into that kind of stuff as well. I find the vegan world very encouraging. People want to help you and, you know, give you tips on where you can get things and where the best new vegan joints are. So as much as I like to think that I'm helping people, I think people are helping me as well. So it's a really nice community to be a part of. As soon as I turned vegan, I had so many messages on my page of people saying, so happy for you, we want to send you all this stuff and we want to welcome you into our world. And a couple of girls took me out for dinner to try and chat to me about it and, you know, make the lifestyle change a little bit easier for me. So that just made the whole process so much easier. So if anyone's considering going vegan, I would highly recommend it.